I'm not going to start with an intro today because John wants to get straight into it. So, John, over to you.
What the fuck was that? What the fucking hell was that? Now it's gone. Now Brilliant. It's fucking gone. Right, put me back on.
You on? You on already?
What the fuck was that, Everton? What the fuck was that? I predicted 4-0 in my match preview, but I also said in my match preview, oh, if we get beat 4-0, because I wrote today's game off, go down with a fight. No, if we get beat and we have chances and we make their keeper make saves, go out with a fight, show something. Fucking 2 games in. And me and Michael have been talking all game and we're already fucking agreeing that we're going down. And we'll get no monetization for this video because I've lost me fucking head. My head's fell off. It's shit. It's fucking shit. From the first whistle to the last whistle, they wanted it more. There was, fucking Calvert-Lewin, for example. Just pick a player out. We can pick anyone out apart from the right back. Dixon, fucking phenomenal today. Thrown straight into the fucking deep end. And for me, he was man of the match. Just for fucking showing a bit more than the... This is fucking poor. And I've got people on fucking Twitter having a pop at me saying, well, can fucking Lindstrom play at right back? Can Dyche play at right back? Get the fucking thing. No, they can't. But put Dixon at right back, which is what he did. But take Decore out the team and put fucking Dyche there. It's fucking embarrassing. We're the worst team in the Premier League. After 2 weeks in, 2 Premier League games in, for most teams, we're the worst fucking team in the Premier League. And we're going down. I'm telling you now, we're fucking going down. I've lost it. My head's fell off. I've got to apologise to Michael for being like this because it's his channel. But I'm telling you something now. We're in fucking shit street. Watching that shit show today. And he comes out with comments like, well, he wasn't going to play it and die last week, or fucking Lindstrom or O'Brien, because he didn't have Premier League experience, and has tweeted this out, but he puts Dixon in. No problem with Dixon playing. No problem at all. But take fucking Decore out, take Michael Keane out, and give them fucking people, because I'm telling you now, I guarantee you, and Dyche runs more today. He fucking runs more. You seen Beto come on. I text Michael. Don't know if it was the 73rd minute or the 83rd minute. He had a run there and he run 100 yards more in fucking 5 seconds, closing the opposition down than what fucking Calvert-Lewin done all game. All fucking game. If he doesn't want to be here, fuck off. I'm sorry. Well,
it's fine. It's really difficult today, to be honest. So this Everton team, let's try and bring some.
No wonder I fucking drink. No wonder I've got fucking problems with liver. Fucking support. No wonder I'm not like smoking fucking 40 Benson and Edges every fucking day.
So let's try and bring some levelness to this, because it's difficult.
There is none.
No, I know there's not.
You've got to pop at me, Michael, for not being level. I can't be fucking level.
No. I'm just trying to talk about the game as it is, John. So we lost 4-0. Didn't turn up. It was appalling. We all know that. John's just rightly called out all of them, to be honest. They were shocking today. That's an understatement. Some of the things that I don't understand today, you've just alluded to one of them. He mentions, Premier League experience. He throws Dixon straight in. Jake O'Brien, he starts making substitutions on the 80th, 85th minute. We're 3-4-0 down. If you want to give Premier League experience to players, why is Michael Keane on the pitch to the end, for example?
Because he talks shit.
And then Harrison Armstrong comes on. He's literally got 5 minutes Premier League debut. I'm okay with that. I get that. I get you just throw him in when he's like 4-0 down. But the first thing he does is win us a corner. The first thing, he wins us a corner. I just the performance today from start to finish was appalling. You know, the first goal, yes, Yves Bissouma, it's a great strike from outside the box, but facts are we're not closing down. We're too easy to play through. Literally, Spurs are passing the ball. They had 71% possession today. We're getting nowhere near a white shirt. It was appalling. The second goal mistake from Pickford, I can kind of semi-live with that because that happens and he doesn't make loads of mistakes. So I can actually live with that one. But the third goal, the fourth goal is embarrassing. And every single time we had a defender or a goalkeeper have the ball, they tried to play over the top to Calvert-Lewin, who literally didn't go anywhere near Van der Ven today because Van der Ven is just better, he's quicker, he's stronger. Calvert-Lewin did nothing. He didn't run the channels. There was one point when the ball was bouncing in midair. I didn't even see him try and jump for it, try and compete for it. He looked like a beaten man today. And there was one point on the video I was watching where Neil Maupay and Calvert-Lewin are sitting next to each other on the bench talking, and you sit there and think neither one of them come the second game of the season should be at this football club with, you know, either not signing a contract or not going to be playing for Everton in the future. I think it's an absolute joke. And I think the recruitment has been absolutely fine up until we've got to key areas, which has been up front. And we alluded to this 5 weeks ago, John. We don't look like we can score a goal. I don't know how many shots on target we had today, but we only had one against Brighton. So I think it was a disgrace. I think the fact that we've conceded 7 goals in 2 games is a disgrace. I think this Everton team look the worst team in the league by an absolute country mile. And I rightly agree with John. I think unless something drastically changes, which, if I'm being honest, I can't see it drastically changing. I can't see how we can make it drastically change. I think this Everton team may well be a championship team next season because they do not know how to play attacking football. And the other thing I don't understand is where it's gone, because towards the end of last season, we looked okay. In pre-season, towards the end of pre-season, Preston, Roma, we looked okay. We've come into this Premier League season and we look miles off it. We look like we're on first week of pre-season while Spurs are playing in the Champions League. Look, it is chalk and cheese how far we are. And I think it's appalling. And look, you know, I said about not necessarily reacting to this Sean Dyche stuff and trying to give him benefit of the doubt. But actually, he's made it almost impossible for me to give it benefit of the doubt. You know, his comment last week about the fans, his comment this week about 0, hero, 0, or whatever he said. And you sit there and you think, you're doing this to yourself, Sean. The only person that is putting themselves in this position is you. We know Michael Keane is not the player that he should be. We know he's not Premier League good enough. We know that. So give Jake O'Brien a go. You know, we know that Dwight McNeil is literally the most left-footed player I've ever seen in my life. He can't pass with his right foot, so he can't go in the centre of the park. We know Decore is not Decore anymore. You know, he's not the Decore of old. And we sit there and we look at the team that he plays week in, week out, and the style of football and this long diagonal ball to Calvert-Lewin or to, you know, whoever else. It's not working. And we can go on about it and on about it and on about it. But, John, you made the point. Until he changes his philosophy or we have a new manager in charge, it doesn't matter if you stuck Messi into that Everton team. Nothing changes.
Nothing will change under this manager. Nothing will change. He's the worst manager, in my opinion, since Mike Walker. And I know people will go, well, what about Rafa? Rafa doesn't fucking go 1 win in 15 like we did last season. He doesn't do it. He's the worst manager. He's fucking inept. He's tactically inept. We look like a team who's dead on our feet the second week of the Premier League season. The Premier League season, 2 fucking games in. We're lost of ideas. There's nothing there. There's fuck all there. And I'm telling you now, we're the worst team in the Premier League by a fucking country mile. Ipswich go 1-0 up against fucking City today. Granted, they got beat. Do Everton go 1-0 up against Man City? Do the fuck? because we haven't got that get up and go on us. What happens in that dressing room? Michael, you've played at a good level, right? You played at a good level. I played at an okay level. I managed the game. It's completely different to the Premier League, but you'll see what I'm trying to say. So I managed the Premier League, a game for content creators in the summer. We won 1-0 against a team who's played together time and time again. 0-0 at half time. I got yous in the dressing room. I fucking said what yous have done right, but what we needed to do more. We ended up winning the game 1-0. Yous come out, and I couldn't fucking praise you enough for the first half performance. So what I'm getting to here is, what's getting said when them players leave the dressing room to give them the G up? The player huddle. Let's fucking get at them. They're the home team. Let's silence the crowd. Let's get up and get at them. Let's create chances. Let's make the fucking home supporters get on the home team's back. Little things like that mean a lot. We have no one in that dressing room, from what we're seeing, who does that. They come out, they're laboured, they jog around. We're fucking inviting the opposition onto us. I said to Frankie today, where the midfield were, the defence should have been there. That allows the midfield to push up towards the centre circle, because we were too deep. You can't be too deep against the likes of Youngman's son, fucking Kulusevski, players like that who overrun us time and time again. We invited them on because it was tactically inept by a fucking dinosaur of a manager. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to finish me fucking rant for this period of it on this. I couldn't give a fuck if we bring no one else in before deadline day. Save all the money we've got. Don't pay a loan fee for anyone. Don't pay wages to anybody else coming into the club. Put all the money in the pot and fucking sack this manager and his backroom staff, and bring someone in who will give the club a lift. Tell the players what they need to be doing. Get some tactical awareness around this squad of players. Pick the fucking right 11 to start a game. I couldn't give a shit if no one comes in before Friday. Put all the money in a pot and fuck him off. I'm done. I'm fucking done. And then we play fucking Doncaster on Tuesday in the cup. Fucking hell, that should be a given. We played Doncaster last season and the fucking cup and they beat us. Then we got Bournemouth at home. I'm telling you something fucking now, mate. If we fucking get beat against Bournemouth at home next week, there's going to be fucking shit hitting the fan at Goodison Park. I'm telling you now, we need to bring industrial fans in to blow all the shit into Stanley Park. Because if we get beat, there's going to be that much shit there, you won't be able to get out of fucking Goodison Park.
Oh my God.
I'm fucking done.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to end the preview, the reaction on this, because we know it's a bad game.
We need to end it.
So, right. We've got one saleable asset before the window closes. Just sell him and spend the money.
Well, I sell him. Branthwaite's done nothing wrong. Still think he's the best centre half of the club. But we sell him for 60 million because it's getting closer to the window now. So you're not going to get what you wanted for him. So we might have to take 50, 45, 50, 60 million, whatever it is. Right? Go out and get a striker on loan. Offer money for Callum Wilson. Whatever. Get a striker in who will fucking run more than Calvert-Lewin. Who'll score more goals over the season, Calvert-Lewin. Keep a bit in the pot. But the main thing for me is, all the rest of the money you've got in the pot. Get him out. Get him out.